Hello, welcome to My Life in Spain. My name's Mark, and today I want to talk a little bit about why I think you should retire if you're in your late 50s or early 60s. Don't wait until you're 67. Now, I retired at 62, and it feels great. It really does. You know, they tell you, oh no, wait till you're 67. You want to get your full Social Security. Well, if you wait till you're 67, yeah, you're going to get paid a little bit more. But the difference is you won't make up the money that you missed out on by not taking it at 62 until you're 85 years old. Now, a lot of you, sorry to say, you're not going to live to be 85. So think of it like that. Get the money now while you can. What I've been seeing lately, there's not very many jobs around. It's partly to do with the uncertainty because of all the tariffs. It's also to do with the fact that companies, let's be honest, corporate companies in America, they work on one thing, and that's greed. It's making money for the CEO and making money for their shareholders. Now, people in their 50s are probably making the most they're ever going to make. 50s and early 60s, the most we're ever going to make. So they're getting a bigger salary. So companies now, but really there's no loyalty anymore. You're just a number on a spreadsheet. So they're looking at these numbers and they're saying, you know, if we let these people go here, we can replace them by 20-year-olds and they'll get half the pay and we can work them like donkeys. So, I mean, I've heard of people saying, you know, I got an email today that my job's over. I've been there 20-something years, and this is how they treat me. Yeah, don't be loyal to your company, because they really won't be loyal to you when push comes to shove. Now, another reason why I think you should retire early is the cost of living in America is so high that you might want to consider moving somewhere less expensive, like South and Central America, or even Europe or Southeast Asia. Your money will go much further there, and you'll be a lot happier than stressing yourself out working in America. I mean, I moved to Spain when I was in my 50s, but I still worked. I had a business for a few years, and then when I sold the business, I started a website about football, soccer, and I did that for a while. As soon as I turned 62 and I started getting my Social Security, I sold the soccer website to a company in Australia. Now, even though I live in Spain, my Social Security gets paid into my Spanish bank every month on the 3rd of the month. The bank I use is called N26. It's a German bank that has an office in Madrid, so they give you a Spanish IBAN. So for all intents and purposes, you've got a Spanish bank account. Now, unlike the banks in America, they don't charge you a large sum of money for every month just to have an account. So that's something I do like. If you go over your account though, and you don't have an overdraft facility, you're going to pay, I think, €9. So it's not that bad. And that gets paid directly into my Spanish bank account from the Federal Reserve of New York. So anywhere in the world you can get it. So if you move overseas, you can probably close your American bank account, save some money that way. Another way I save money is I got rid of my car. I brought my car here from America. It was a good idea in the beginning, but if I had to do it again, I wouldn't do it. If I wanted a car, I'd just buy a car here. It's much easier. I did a video about it. You can see why it's easier and why I wouldn't bring a car again. What I do, I park in the city. I live in a city of about 64,000 people. And it's really hard finding a place to park. Unless your apartment building has underground parking and you have a place, you're going to park on the street, and you could drive around for 20 minutes, half an hour looking for somewhere to park, and then end up parking 5 or 6 blocks from where you live. So in the end, I get a good parking spot in the car, I just leave the car sat there. So in the end, I said, you know, why am I even keeping this car? I never use it. If I need a car, I can go and rent one for the weekend. And now I just use buses. I can get anywhere in the city by public bus. And because I'm over 62, a yearly bus pass is 30 euros. So that's less than $40 a year. And I can go anytime I like, day or night. The buses run from, I think, 6:30 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. And then, of course, you've got inner city buses. I can get to Alicante, I can get to Valencia. Right now, we also have a railroad here, which goes to Játiva. And then from Játiva, you can get a connection to either Valencia or Madrid. And at the moment, it's closed. It's supposed to open before next summer. They're putting down all new track and electrifying the rails. So it's going to be a really modern and nice railway. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably use that. Also, again, because I'm over 60, this time's over 60, you can get a, what they call a Dorado tarjeta that gives you 10% off all of your tickets. So, and the railroads in Spain are really fantastic, especially the high-speed ones. Next thing. Yeah, it's just the cost of living in America. So not only do you work yourself to death, you don't know if you're going to lose your job. If you do lose your job, you might have a hard time finding one. So a lot of people that have jobs now are clinging on for dear life because they're worried about what they would do if they lost their job. And rightly so. I mean, if you've got a mortgage in America, in some states, you're going to have to keep working just to pay the property taxes on it. It's ridiculous. Now, I lived in New Jersey, so I know how high they are. Here, I just paid my property taxes last month. And for the whole year, the bill came to 219 euros. So think about that and think about what you're paying. This is how much less money you can live in another country. Also, Spain's extremely safe. I can walk anywhere I want, day or night. You don't have to worry about it. You have to worry about being robbed, or you have to worry about gun violence. It's a very, very safe country. I know not everywhere in America is unsafe, but even in the UK now, in some cities, it's not safe to go out at night or in the evening. So if you can retire now, retire now. I mean, I know a lot of people won't have the money to do it, but sell things and find a way to get out of the rat race. And retire on your terms, not on your company's terms. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. I can tell you're going to love not waking up to an alarm clock. The first thing I did, I got rid of my alarm clock, and I love it. I don't even wear a watch now either, because the time doesn't matter to me. I know for some people, it's retiring. It seems daunting, because work makes up such a large part of their life. Not just gives them something to do. It's also part of their social life for many people. So a lot of them will find it hard. You're going to need to have hobbies and things to do. I mean, I like to get out. I like to go for hikes. I like to go for walks. I like cooking. I mean, there's another good example for your cooking. I go to the Mercado here. I buy fresh foods, daily ingredients that are fresh, and make a meal for a day or 2 days. And it gives me a purpose. It gives me something to do, and I really, really enjoy it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you got any questions, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Please subscribe, and if you like these videos, look out for the next one. Bye for now.